Lisa Swain is in for a challenging week on Coronation Street next week as she prepares to attend Craig Tinker's remembrance ceremony, and that's only the beginning of her troubles. While she and Kit Green acknowledge how emotionally taxing the occasion will be, Kit shares that the family has requested he deliver a speech. Meanwhile, Carla Connor opens up to Betsy Swain about her growing concern for Lisa. Hoping to lift Lisa's spirits, Carla devises a distraction to ease her mind. On the day of Craig's tribute, Lisa offers an apology to Carla, then turns her focus to sorting through old documents in an effort to keep busy. But when Betsy starts snooping and attempts to glance at one of the folders, Lisa quickly snatches it away, sparking the teenager's curiosity even more. Eager to uncover what her mother is hiding, Betsy challenges Lisa, who doesn't hesitate to fabricate a story. She claims the document contains sensitive details about Betsy's biological father and insists she can't read it until she's 18. Later, when Lisa arrives at the memorial and sees that Kit is missing, concern sets in, but she quickly takes charge and delivers a heartfelt tribute to Craig. At the same time, Betsy's curiosity continues to grow. Carla eventually comes home to find her rifling through Lisa's paperwork, but what exactly has she stumbled upon? After uncovering a letter and snapping a photo of it, Betsy shares it with Lauren Bolton and makes it clear she's determined to uncover the full truth. Speaking at the British Soap Awards, actresses Kate and Sydney weighed in on the unfolding drama, with Kate remarking, "I felt exhausted just reading the script." "There's plenty of drama on the horizon," Sydney agreed, adding, "I can't wait for everyone to see how it all unfolds." The next day, when Lisa invites Betsy out for lunch, Betsy pretends she already has plans to meet up with Dylan Wilson, who's just been released from the Secure Training Center. But that turns out to be a cover story, as she and Lauren are soon seen entering the prison's visiting area. Clearly rattled, Betsy confesses she's feeling overwhelmed, but is she about to strike a dangerous bargain? Elsewhere, Steve McDonald accidentally blows her cover when he casually mentions to Lisa and Carla that Betsy had booked a taxi to Highfield Prison. How will they respond to the truth? While the storyline promises plenty of high-stakes drama, both Sidney Martin and Vicky Myers tease that there will also be lighter moments ahead. "There's a lot we probably can't reveal," Sidney said, "but what I can say is that there's some really exciting developments coming." She added, "There are also some lovely, meaningful scenes woven in. I can't give too much away, but I'm really happy they made it into the episodes." Later in the evening, Vicky shared that there's still a great deal in store for viewers. "There's definitely more to come," she said, "but alongside the chaos, there are times when things are genuinely joyful and times when they're tough, which is true of any relationship or family dynamic." Reflecting on the characters living under one roof, she added, "That cramped flat adds its own tension. Watching how they all cope with it will be really interesting." Coronation Street reveals who caused Eileen's latest scandal. The Grimshaw family found themselves facing yet another wave of turmoil. Coronation Street has unmasked the culprit behind Eileen Grimshaw's latest controversy, which saw her caught up in allegations of an insurance fraud. Eileen has been mourning the recent death of her half-sister, Julie Carp, though suspicions began to circulate in Weatherfield when it came to light that Eileen was named as the sole heir in Julie's will. While still coping with the loss, Eileen's romance with George Shuttleworth has taken a turn for the worse, their future thrown into uncertainty after she turned down his proposal. As tensions mount, Eileen's son Jason makes a dramatic return to the street, marking his first appearance in 9 years. Monday's episode, 2nd of June, opened with high tension as a livid Eileen Grimshaw confronted the fallout from a scathing article printed in the Weatherfield Gazette. The piece accused her of orchestrating a deceitful plot, allegedly enlisting the help of Todd and George to fraudulently claim the life insurance left behind by her late half-sister, Julie Carp. Fuming over what she described as a clear case of character assassination, Eileen wasted no time in rallying her closest allies to get to the bottom of the smear campaign. Together, they launched a determined effort to unmask the anonymous informant responsible for leaking such damning allegations to the press. Early suspicion quickly fell on Tracy McDonald, whose turbulent history with Eileen made her a convenient, if not entirely logical, suspect. However, that line of inquiry was soon dismantled when Theo Silverton, with a little help from Steve McDonald, managed to trace the leak back to an unexpected culprit, Noah Headley. It was he who had approached the newspaper with the accusations, casting a new and unsettling light on the situation. The revelation left Eileen both shocked and bewildered, struggling to understand Noah's motives and how far the consequences of his betrayal might reach. Steve wasted no time telling Eileen, who was left stunned and confused as to why Noah would fabricate such a story. Theo, who shares a tense and unresolved history with Noah, speculated that Noah's motivations for leaking the story may have been deeply personal. It seemed likely that his decision to involve Eileen and her family in the scandal was a calculated attempt to settle an old score with Theo. Adding fuel to the theory, Todd reflected on his own conduct at Julie's wake, acknowledging that his inappropriate behavior might have inadvertently pushed Noah over the edge and triggered his scheme. Yet, just as suspicions were beginning to settle, the group was blindsided by a completely different revelation. After some flirtatious banter at the Rovers' return inn, Jason and Danielle, Theo's estranged wife, slipped away upstairs and ended up spending the night together. The unexpected hookup caused a stir among those close to them, with shocked reactions rippling through the group as they processed the implications of the pair's sudden intimacy. Later in the evening, Eileen and George sought solace in a quieter moment, retreating back to the Rovers for a drink and a much-needed break from the chaos. During their conversation, George expressed optimism, reassuring Eileen that together they could ride out the storm for now. His words offered a rare moment of calm and stability, and the couple began to reconnect. After weeks of tension and uncertainty, they finally found common ground, affirming their love and recommitting to each other in a tender exchange that suggested hope for the future. However, Eileen's emotional journey might be far from over. Jason, sensing his mother's unease with her current situation, extended an unexpected offer. He invited her to return with him to Thailand, where he's been living for the past several years. Though she initially brushed off the suggestion, Eileen was later seen deep in thought, quietly contemplating the possibility of a fresh start. With everything in Weatherfield weighing heavily on her, she began to wonder, could life really be better elsewhere? Could the grass in fact be greener on the other side? As Coronation Street continues to ramp up the drama, viewers can catch the next twists and turns every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream anytime on ITVX.